Hello group, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
I'm good too.
Good. I'm glad you both are doing good. And I'm glad you guys both made it to today's session. And before we begin, I know you guys are familiar with the routine, but like always, I must inform you of confidentiality and informed consent. So what this means is that everything that we discuss in today's session is confidential unless you authorize me to discuss with a third party. An exception to this is if you're at risk of harming yourself or others, or if I suspect any case of child or elder abuse or neglect. If that is the case, then I'm obligated to report it as my job as a social worker. And all of this is in place, of course, to ensure your safety and that of others, as well as to protect me as a professional. Are you both okay with continuing with today's session?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to start off today's session by kind of going back and touching on what we discussed last week. We have been discussing emotional wellness and emotional health, which is something that our group is trying to work towards in order to feel better and do better and just be more productive in society. One of the actions that we have discussed, or strategies that we've discussed that we can do by incorporating in our daily life to improve our emotional well-being is seeking help, which is a check on your list because you guys are already here and you're seeking help. Other strategies to improve emotional well-being include setting priorities, engaging in self-care, which we've all learned that that's very important, along with having adequate sleep, getting a good night's rest, getting regular exercise, setting our priorities, and engaging in time management, and improving our coping skills in order to deal with just life's demands and life's challenges, because we all know we don't know what life holds for us, so we must have good coping skills in order to deal with all of the unknowns of life. So with this being said, I kind of want to hear from you guys what it is that you've been doing in your daily life to improve your emotional health, and how that's been working for you. I know in last session we discussed that you guys set goals for things to start doing in order to improve your emotional well-being. So whoever wants to go first, I'm happy to hear from you.
I'll go first if that's alright.
Okay.
I actually have prioritized my sleep and set a routine for myself to allow me to do everything I need for the day while also sleeping an adequate amount. Because like I mentioned in previous sessions, my lack of adequate rest was increasing my stress and leading me to unproductive throughout my day.
Okay, yes. Definitely lack of sleep can affect our daily functioning, so I'm glad that you've been working on that. So have you seen a change or an improvement in having implemented more sleep into your routine?
Yes, most definitely. I wake up more energized and focused. Before, it was like I was focusing on all the wrong things and not prioritizing what is important to me.
Okay. So what I hear is that in having prioritized your sleep, you've also been able to work towards prioritizing your daily task and just making the most of your time, which has improved your stress levels and allowed you to sleep better. Is that right?
That's right. It's been a great improvement.
Okay. So what about you, Mike? What have you been doing to work towards improving your overall emotional well-being?
Well, as we had discussed, the importance of building a social support network and caring for ourselves, so I started planning sports as a way to increase my social circle and practice self-care. I'm doing something I like.
Okay. That's great. What kind of sport did you start playing, and how's that going for you so far?
I started playing soccer and I love it. It helps me realize my stress and it has helped me make friends.
Okay. So in joining the sport, you've not only been able to improve your social support circle by having your teammates be your friends and building those relationships, but you've also been able to engage in self-care and just take care of yourself more. Is that right?
Yes, they're great people and we all get along well. I feel that we all motivate and support one another.
Okay. So to me, it sounds like both of you have been able to work towards improving your emotional well-being in your own ways and in ways that fit your needs and situations that you each are facing individually. Anna, you have prioritized your sleep and improved your time management. And Mike, you have joined a soccer team, which has increased your social circle, like you explained, and you've been able to utilize it as a form of self-care, which, like we've discussed in previous sessions, self-care is key to our well-being. Now, I want to hear about you guys, how it is that you plan on keeping this improvement going and maintaining it, and how you, like I said, continue your emotional well-being from here. I think what you have done so far is great, and it's a great step in the right direction. But we must also learn to maintain it and be able to adjust it depending on any challenges or life's demands that we're facing. So, with this being said, how do you think that you can learn to maintain this improvement?
I think I can start planning out my days maybe with the daily planner.
Okay.
This can help me reach my goals and allow me to continue effectively manage my time and allow me to get a good night rest. I mean, the improvement I feel in myself is significant, and I want to keep it up, so I think that is a good way to do it.
Okay, yes, I think that's a great idea. For many of us, daily planners are essential, and being able to plan out our days and effectively manage our times, and in organizing our tasks as well, in order to fit our schedule, our demands, and the needs that we have. And I think that this is great because you also selected a SMART goal, which is a goal that is specific, measurable, attainable, and time-bound. With this being said, in applying that daily planner to your task and planning out your days as much as possible, you'll be able to see and feel the changes and the effective time management that you've applied, and in getting adequate sleep. Because with managing your time, you're able to block out times that you need to get things done, and block out time for your rest, which, like we've mentioned, is essential for your well-being.
Yes, I definitely look forward to starting this and seeing how it goes.
Okay. So what about you, Mike? What do you think you can do in order to continue this improvement? I know you've made friends, so how do you plan on continuing building your social circle and just taking care of yourself more?
Well, I think I can continue to surround myself with positive people that support me. I will say that I am introverted person for the most part, but taking this chance and joining the team has encouraged me and helped me to see the benefit of having a good support system.
Yes, definitely. A lot of the times, sports teams make great friends and build great relationships. So I'm proud of you for taking this chance, because meeting new people, building relationships, making friends can sometimes be difficult. And I agree, definitely. Having a good support system and people that you can count on is important for our well-being and just being able to deal with stress as well. It's important to have people in our life that we're able to talk to, who understand us and can support us, as well as hold us accountable and encourage us to, achieve new things, set new goals for ourselves. So I do want to encourage you to keep in mind the importance of SMART goals in continuing to improve their action plan and in implementing new goals. So even though this is a really good goal, I also want to think about how you will ensure that it is measurable. With this being said, I want to encourage you both to ask questions or seek clarification whenever needed during our session. So is everybody good so far?
Yeah, we're all good.
No questions for me.
Okay. So I really want to encourage all of you to continue your progress, because everything you guys are doing is helping improve your emotional well-being and your emotional health. And I think it was really good to learn about how you both have made significant efforts to better your lives and the ways that you guys will continue to make improvements. I think we set really good goals today in the way to maintain your progress. And I also ask that you keep in mind the feedback that I just gave you about your goals and actions, and I hope that you take it into consideration as you continue to improve your work and, like I said, as you continue to set new goals, because we are constantly having to deal with life's challenges, life's demands. So that means that our daily goals or goals that we ever set for ourselves are constantly changing. So just make sure that you keep all of this advice in mind whenever setting new goals. If at any time you need some help or need to talk about your action plan or the goals that you set, please feel free to reach out and we can discuss it during our next session. This concludes today's session. And like I said, feel free to